Kubrick does not give interviews, and some people say he gives interviews to you, but he doesn't give. This is not true. I was lucky to have 4 interviews with Kubrick, but Kubrick is not giving only interviews to me. He's given a number of interviews, and some excellent interviews. And I wanted to save these interviews from oblivion, because, for instance, as Larry Flint says in the film by Milos Forman, The King of the Porn Press, he says, you know, when he decides to create a porn magazine, this horrible hustler, he says, you know, somebody says, but there is Playboy. Look, there are texts in Playboy. And he says, but nobody reads the text in Playboy. Everybody just looks at the photographs. So we are going to do a purely pornographic magazine with no intellectual alibi. And of course, Larry Flint is wrong, because in Playboy, well, he's maybe right. Maybe the people don't read the interviews. But I suggested that maybe it would be good to eliminate the erotic pictures and just to keep the Playboy text, which is unusual. And this is an interview with Stanley Kubrick in 1968 with Playboy that few people know, because people don't read, don't keep the interviews of Playboy, and it's one of the best interviews that he has given. And there were also other interviews which, for instance, in the French magazine Première, which is not my favorite French magazine, there was a very good interview made by Michel Ciment, who was the editor of Première, on Full Metal Jacket. Very good interview, which I thought would be worth publishing. Originally, I did not want to publish any interview by me, because my book on Kubrick has been translated into Italian by Milano Libri in 1981, and there is an interview on Barry Lyndon. Now, I did a lot of research, but I could never find a real interview on Barry Lyndon except my interview. It so happens that Kubrick apparently did not give a real interview. I mean, of course, there was in Time magazine a big article with little quotations from an interview. Obviously, he has spoken with Time or Newsweek critic, but he has not given a real in-depth interview on Barry Lyndon. I don't know why. He says to me that because the film was finished in a rush, though the idea of a rush in Kubrick's mind is for me a little puzzling, that he does anything in the rush. But he said that between the time the film was finished and it came out, there was little promotion. I don't know why. Maybe he didn't want to speak about that film. But anyway, I had the luck to be given an interview on Barry Lyndon, and that was the only one I could find. So I republished this interview in the book. So there are 9 interviews which have been done in either England, America, or France, and Spain, on The Shining, by a very good Spanish novelist, Vicente Molina Foix.